The following 5 codes or symptoms are related to a problem with the driving system functions. 313 or 413 error code represents a communication fault to the drive electronics modules. 317 or 417 error codes represent problems with transferring power to the motors. 301 or 401 error codes represent TMR cable signal communication issues. The lap bar animation on the LCD screen should normally be cleared by opening and closing the handlebars. If there are 1 or more active fault codes with the drive system, the lap bar icon will flash as soon as they are moved forward or back. The unit can't drive, and the display has no flashing codes. If the riding mower is experiencing any of the 5 mentioned drive system issues, proceed with the next steps. Make sure that the batteries have a combined capacity of at least 15 ampere-hours. Remove the batteries for at least 5 minutes, then reinsert to check if the error is cleared. If not, then proceed to next step. Turn the power off completely by ejecting the batteries. Push the mower to check the rolling resistance. Height rolling resistance or noise indicates a faulty drive motor PCBA. Disconnect the motor power cable, then test the resistance again. If the rolling resistance is eliminated, then the drive PCBA needs replacement. If the mower is still hard to push after the power cable is disconnected, then the motor is defective and needs replacement. Remove the seat, suspension, and all other parts to expose the inside of the main control box that contains the motor PCBAs. Remove the batteries and check for any abnormal or physical damage on the PCBAs. If damage is found, the PCBA is defective and needs replacement. Insert batteries that add up to at least 15 ampere-hours. Power the mower up. Look for a green light on the top of the drive motor PCBAs. If the green LED does not show, follow the USB-C wires and look for disconnects. If no disconnects are found, replace the PCBA. After the drive motor PCBA or slash and motor are replaced, ensure the drive motor power and TMR cables are firmly connected. Plug batteries back in and check for green LEDs on the PCBAs. Ensure both are on. After the replacement of a drive motor PCBA, please ensure the firmware is updated and the drive motors and lap bars are calibrated. For ZT4200S steering wheel model, the accelerator also needs to be calibrated, otherwise, it may cause drive function faults. If the error code still exists after the previous steps, proceed to check the following measurements. Use AT20-bit to remove the 4 screws securing the back decorative cover. Use AT20-bit to remove the 5 screws securing the fuse box top cover. Measure the resistance of the 4 fuses in the fuse box. If the value is below 1 ohm, the fuse is good. Otherwise, replace the defective fuse. Insert batteries that add up to at least 15 ampere-hours. Start the mower and measure the 56 volts input voltage on all the driven motor PCBAs. Set the voltmeter to DC volts. Place the red test pin on the positive red wire and the black test pin on the negative plate. The reading should be between 38 and 58 volts. The reading should be the same voltage that comes from the BMS and across the fuses. If not, the fuse or the BMS need replacement. Measure the 15 volts on all drive PCBAs. The reading should be between 13 and 16 volts. If the reading is outside this range, either the PCBA or BMS 15 volts power source are defective. Please be careful and avoid contacting test pins to other components in the PCBA to mitigate the risk of a short circuit. Please note that if the LCD is replaced, the serial number needs to be updated. The firmware also needs to be updated, followed by machine configuration and calibration. If error codes still exist after the diagnosis discussed so far, continue with the following replacements. After each replacement in sequence, check if the drive motors are working without any error codes. Replace the drive motor PCBA and Type-C cables connected to it. Next, replace the PCBA of the Type-C cable distribution box. Then, replace the motor power cables. Then replace the motor TMR cable. Finally, replace the drive motor. If the problem persists after you have tried all the above replacements, please contact Ego Dealer Support.